Hello traders, Rich here and welcome to a new video. Today we are going to go over WBT analysis. If you don't know, WBT is the native token of Whitebit. Whitebit is the biggest European crypto exchange with over 3 million users from more than 150 countries. If you don't have an account yet, I'll make sure to attach my referral link in the description below. So let's get started, and as usual, cheers. As we clearly see, and as per my last analysis, if you remember here on YouTube and also on TradingView, we know that this is a strong demand zone as we had an aggressive movement upward from around round number 3. That's why we were looking for buy setups around this area. If you remember the previous video, we were around this area and we were waiting for a break above it for the boost to take over. So we had the break and we traded higher. So now what? Now we rejected this previous major high, which I also highlighted, if you remember last week, that for the boost to take over long term, we need to see a break above it. So that's the exact same zone. And of course, short term here, which we already called. Now for the boost to take over long term again and again, we want a break above 4.3. Currently, we are retesting this previous rejection, which makes it also a demand zone. If you zoom into H4 time frame, you can see an aggressive movement upwards from here, which you can also see it very clearly from daily time frame. So this bearish candle, which happened before the explosive movement upward, and we are currently retesting it. That's why we'll be also looking, just like here, for buy setups on from a short-term perspective. So long story short, as we approach this area, I'll be looking for a short-term buy again to target this area, and then around this zone here, which is the last major high, I'll be monitoring price action. If you break it higher, I'll be adding even more. And of course, just like what I did here, if you see any kind of reversal, for example, this is a high broken downward, I'll be closing my buy and booking the profit from a short-term perspective. So we have been bearish since we broke below this low. We made a classic retest to it. We traded lower and will be still be bearish, or we remain bearish as long as we are trading inside this channel. For the boost to take over from a short-term perspective, I would like to see a new high forming around the trend line and then a break above it, just like what we were waiting for, a break above this red channel and also this flat one, which we had right there. So I'm looking for a very similar if you want price action, and then I'll be buying on spare out. Meanwhile, until the bulls take over, we can still trade lower and lower like this before the bulls break above the swing high, which is why we always wait for extra confirmation before we jump in, because we can still trade lower and even dive inside this demand zone. So that's it for today for update regarding Whitebit or WBT, and I'll see you hopefully on the next one.